Alright guys, what a wild turn of events in the heavyweight division. We were all expecting to see Daniel Dubois go toe-to-toe with Joseph Parker, a fight that could have clarified the future of the division. But with Dubois pulling out at the last minute, we got a surprise replacement in Makhmudov, and that change flipped everything upside down. What was supposed to be a straightforward roadmap just turned into a maze with countless directions the division could now head in. So today, let's break down the fight that happened, and more importantly, where the heavyweight landscape might be going next. Quick reminder, if you love boxing, you're in the right place. This is Knock On, and I cover everything happening inside and outside the ring. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay in the loop. Now back to it, this matchup between Dubois and Parker was scrapped late, which usually means the fight gets cancelled or we get a lesser-known name stepping up. But in a rare twist, Makhmudov, who actually had a direct line to a title shot, decided to roll the dice and take this fight on ultra-short notice. Makhmudov was originally set to face a Jagba in an IBF title eliminator, with the winner becoming the mandatory challenger for Dubois' belt. He was out of camp, enjoying some time off, but got the call and jumped in. It was a bold move, but also a bizarre one. He weighed in at over 300 pounds the morning of the fight and clearly wasn't in top condition. Still, his one-punch power made him a dangerous opponent, but Parker, who was in camp and in shape, did exactly what you'd expect a pro to do. After a cautious first round, Parker landed a clean overhand right in the second that sent Makhmudov stumbling, sealing the win. Now, the fight itself wasn't surprising. Parker was always the favorite. But the decision for Makhmudov to take this fight, untrained and unprepared, is what really raises questions. Just months ago, the guy was launching a GoFundMe to chase his world title dreams, and then suddenly he had a direct path to a mandatory IBF title shot. Why risk it all in a short-notice fight against a prime Joseph Parker? It feels like a huge missed opportunity. Sure, maybe the payday was good, but he may have just sacrificed his momentum and title shot for a gamble that didn't pay off. He'll still face a Jagba. But now, that won't be an eliminator, and he might have to work his way back up all over again. For Parker, though, this win keeps his momentum alive. He's now taken out 3 of the biggest punchers in the division back-to-back and looks sharper than ever. At this point, he deserves a massive fight, whether it's a world title opportunity or a blockbuster rematch with Anthony Joshua. Parker's name needs to be in those elite-level conversations. It's wild to think that just over a year ago, many had written him off, but now, he's arguably the ultimate boogeyman of the heavyweight division. He's not just beating punchers, he's outclassing them. So where does this leave the rest of the division? Originally, the winner of Dubois versus Parker was set to face Usyk, but that's obviously off the table now. Usyk versus Dubois 2 has already been teased, and honestly, the Saudis love their undisputed matchups. They might skip over Parker again in favor of making that rematch for all the belts. Could the Parker versus Dubois fight be remade? Possibly, but that would leave Usyk without an opponent. And with Usyk nearing the end of his career, he won't want to waste time on tune-up bouts. Guys like Agit Kabayel are floating around, but realistically, Usyk's next fight needs to be meaningful. As for Kabayel, he's on the rise too. His win over Zhilei Zhang raised a lot of eyebrows, but I'm still not sold on how he'll handle elite-level counterpunchers. And if Dubois can avoid Parker and go straight into a rematch with Usyk, I'm sure he will. Why risk it all against a red-hot Parker when you've got a potentially career-defining payday waiting? That said, Parker has built too strong a resume now to be ignored. If Usyk does face Dubois again, I wouldn't be shocked to see Parker lined up for a high-profile bout, maybe even a Joshua rematch. That would be a huge event. The storyline's there, the stakes are high, and both men need a big win to solidify their status. Joseph Parker's road back to the top has been one of the most inspiring comeback stories in boxing in recent years. He's silenced the doubters and proved he belongs at the top. Whether it's a title shot or a headline fight against a big name like AJ, he deserves it. Now it's just a question of whether the top guys give him that shot or try to avoid him. But I want to hear from you. What did you think of the Parker versus Makhmudov fight? Who should be next for Joseph Parker? And how do you see the heavyweight division shaking out over the next 12 months? Drop your thoughts down in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button and consider subscribing. It really helps Knock On grow and bring you more of the boxing content you love. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.